Imagine waking up one day to find your daughter's car crashed into an abandoned building with no sign of your daughter anywhere in sight. That's the tragic and mysterious story of Brianna Maitland. Welcome to our video on the chilling disappearance of Brianna Maitland. On March 19, 2004, 17-year-old Brianna Maitland vanished from Montgomery, Vermont, leaving an unsolved, baffling mystery. In this video, we'll explore the details of Brianna's disappearance, the theories surrounding the case, and the ongoing efforts to uncover the truth. From the mysterious circumstances of her abandoned car to the various sightings and leads that have been pursued over the years, we'll delve deep into the many chilling aspects of this case. But this video isn't just about the facts and figures. We're here to bring you a powerful and thought-provoking story that will capture your imagination and leave you wondering about the mysteries that still lurk in our world. Was it a case of foul play? Or did Brianna vanish into thin air? Join us as we piece together the puzzle of Brianna Maitland's disappearance and uncover the hidden truths that may hold the key to this haunting mystery. We'll take you on a journey through the twists and turns of this chilling case, using our expertise and in-depth research to bring you the most fascinating and informative account possible. So, buckle up and prepare for a gripping story that will keep you on the edge of your seat from beginning to end. Get ready to experience a tale of suspense, mystery, and heartbreak as we uncover the truth behind one of American history's most baffling missing person cases. Whether you're a true crime enthusiast, a mystery buff, or simply curious about the unexplained, this video will satisfy your thirst for knowledge and leave you with plenty of food for thought. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we can't wait to explore the chilling disappearance of Brianna Maitland with you. This is a story of a young woman, a family's desperate search for truth, and a case that continues to haunt investigators and armchair detectives alike. This is the story of Brianna Maitland, and it's one you're going to remember. Bruce and Kelly Maitland welcomed Brianna on October 8, 1986, in Burlington, Vermont. She and her older brother were raised on the family farm near the Canadian border in East Franklin, Vermont. She received intensive jiu-jitsu training when she was younger. Before switching to Ennisburg Falls High School in nearby Ennisburg Falls during her sophomore year, Maitland attended Missisquoi Valley Union High School. Maitland decided to leave her parents' farm on her 17th birthday in October 2003. According to Maitland's mother, Kelly, there were no significant pressures at home. Still, she desired greater independence and proximity to her friends who lived 15 miles away and attended a separate high school. Maitland registered at her friend's high school, but she frequently moved in and out of her friends' houses, making her living situation unpredictable. She moved to live with her childhood friend Jillian Stout in Sheldon, Vermont, some 20 miles west of Montgomery, towards the end of February 2004 after quitting high school. Maitland enrolled in a GED program to finish her education. A former female acquaintance named Kelly LaCrosse severely assaulted Maitland at a party 3 weeks before she vanished. Although the reason for the incident was not immediately evident, Brianna's father, Bruce, would later say that he thought it was because of jealousy over Maitland's interactions with a male party guest. At the party, one of Maitland's friends alleged that while she had martial arts training, Maitland refused to confront LaCrosse, who struck Maitland repeatedly while she sat in a truck. In the ensuing altercation, Maitland sustained a broken nose and a concussion. She later accused LaCrosse of the crimes. 3 weeks after Maitland vanished, the complaint was subsequently dismissed. The police said LaCrosse was exonerated of any participation. To get her GED, Maitland took a test on the morning of Friday, March 19, 2004. She passed the test, and she and her mother, Kelly, celebrated with lunch, since her father, Bruce, was out of state at the time, working in New York. Maitland's mother said she was in excellent spirits, and had talked about her desire to attend college. Following lunch, Maitland and her mother went shopping and conducted errands in the afternoon. When Brianna heard Kelly say something drew her attention outside while she was in a store's checkout line, she promised her mother she would be back soon and walked out of the establishment. After making her purchase, Kelly met Brianna in the parking lot, where she observed that her daughter was unsettled, uneasy, and agitated. She informed her mother that she had to get ready for her forthcoming work shift at Montgomery's Black Lantern Hotel by going home. Between 3:30 and 4 p.m., Kelly dropped Brianna off at Stout's house without inquiring what had transpired. The last time she saw her daughter was at this event. Maitland promised to return to Stout after work in a message she left for her before heading out for her shift. Then Maitland drove off in an Oldsmobile sedan from 1985 with Kelly's registration toward the Black Lantern Hotel. At about 11:20 p.m., Maitland finished her shift at work, clocking out and leaving the Black Lantern Inn. She informed her co-workers that she needed to leave and relax before starting her second job in St. Albans the following day. By all accounts, Maitland was driving off by herself. A Vermont State Police trooper was sent to an abandoned home on Road 118 in Richford early the following day, on March 20th, about a mile from the Black Lantern Hotel. The Oldsmobile owned by Maitland was discovered backed up against the home. The siding of the house, colloquially referred to as the Old Dutchburn House, had been damaged by the car's back end. On the car's trunk was a piece of plywood that had been used to hide a window. On the car's front seat were 2 of Maitland's paychecks, and outside were some loose coins, a water bottle, and an unsmoked cigarette. The trooper suspected a drunk driver had dumped the car, which was towed to a nearby garage. Jillian got concerned on Monday morning. She assumed Brianna had changed her mind and returned home for the weekend with her folks. She phoned Brianna's parents after waiting to hear from her over the weekend. Brianna's parents informed Jillian that Brianna was not with them, and Kelly last saw Brianna on Friday. Where was Brianna if she wasn't at home or with her parents? Maitland had not been reported missing for some days. Her mother, Kelly, didn't find out about Maitland's car discovery for another 5 days. Stout discovered Maitland's note on Friday, March 19th, went away for the weekend, and returned on Monday to find it untouched. She only phoned Kelly the next day, supposing Maitland was staying elsewhere. On Tuesday, March 23rd, Kelly called friends and employers to locate Maitland, who still needed to see or speak to her. Brianna's friends were contacted by Bruce, Kelly, and Jillian to ask if anyone had heard from her or knew where she was. Nothing was known. Her mother filed a missing persons report that day after failing in her efforts and being uninformed that the vehicle Maitland was driving had been recovered. Maitland's parents sent up images of her to Vermont State Police in St. Albans on Thursday, March 25th. A trooper gave them a photo of the Oldsmobile discovered at the Old Dutchburn property, and they immediately recognized the vehicle as their daughter's. Kelly stated in interviews that she was instinctively revulsed by the photo and assumed it was left by someone other than Maitland. Following Maitland's alleged disappearance, numerous people came forward to police authorities to report seeing Maitland's vehicle the night she vanished near the Old Dutchburn house. A man who passed by the residence between 11:30 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. on March 19th to 20th reported the car's headlights were perhaps turned on. He claimed he saw no one in or around the car. A second man who drove by between midnight and 12:30 a.m. on Saturday, March 20th, remembered seeing the car's turn signal flash. On Saturday, March 20th, at about 4 a.m., a former lover of Maitland drove by the scene after a night of partying across the border in Canada. He felt he recognized the car, but no one was in or near it. The following day, some passing vehicles thought the scene was strange enough to stop and photograph it. One of the photographers discovered some loose coins, a water bottle, and a bracelet or necklace near the car. Considering the potential that Maitland was a runaway, The Vermont State Police, who oversaw the official inquiry in the initial months following Maitland's disappearance, was dubious that foul conduct was involved. Police and search dogs searched the area around the ancient Dutchburn house on foot, but they turned up nothing. On March 30, 2004, after being impounded at a nearby garage for a few days, Maitland's car was processed by the state crime lab for evidence. Bruce saw that his daughter's ATM card, spectacles, contact lens case, and migraine medicine had all been left inside the vehicle when it was returned to the Maitland family. Despite those reports of the car, Brianna had not been seen. Therefore, the police had to pursue more leads. One of the first theories was that Brianna might have decided to move and begin a new life somewhere. Why was there such a hurry if that was the case? She had left a letter for Jillian letting her know she would be home after work, leaving her things and paychecks in the car. Only 1 mile from where she worked, the car was abandoned. She might have traveled a little further if she were leaving. There were other lines of inquiry in addition to that one. As we see in all missing person cases, such as Maura Murray, rumors and theories surround the case. Law enforcement later concluded that Maitland's disappearance was likely the result of foul action. An FBI flyer from 2007 suggested the scene where Maitland's car was found may have been manufactured to look like an accident. Maitland's parents believe that she might have been taken by several persons, saying that given her jiu-jitsu skill, it would have been challenging for a single attacker to subdue her. Maura Murray, a college student from Massachusetts who vanished in northwest New Hampshire a month earlier, was not connected to Maitland's abduction, even though they took place 90 miles apart. The family of Maitland set up the now-defunct website bringbriehome.org in 2004 with a $20,000 top prize for information leading to her whereabouts. The website remained operational at least through 2009. According to a March 2017 Burlington Free Press report, the incentive was still available. However, it was noted in June 2017 that the stimulus would run out at the beginning of July. The Vermont State Police received a report that Maitland was being held against her will in a home in nearby Berkshire, Vermont, 10 miles from Montgomery, the week after she vanished. On April 15, 2004, authorities searched the rental home occupied by Raymond L. Ryans and Nathaniel Charles Jackson, 2 well-known drug dealers from New York. There were copious amounts of cocaine and marijuana inside, and various drug paraphernalia, but Maitland was nowhere to be seen. During the operation, Ryans was detained on drug-related allegations. Law authorities learned via Maitland's close pals that Maitland had allegedly experimented with hard narcotics recently, specifically crack cocaine, and that she knew Ryans and Jackson. An unnamed older female spoke to authorities in late 2004 and claimed that Ryans and Jackson were responsible for Maitland's abduction and suspected murder. The affidavit was signed and featured allegations that Maitland had been murdered about a week following her abduction. The affidavit's author claimed that Ryans killed Maitland after a dispute over money she had loaned to him to buy crack, that her body had been briefly kept in the basement of a recently imprisoned local lady, and that her body had later been cut into pieces with a table saw and dumped on a pig farm. The statements in the letter could not be verified by law enforcement. The Maitland family also reported receiving multiple uncorroborated anonymous phone calls from people stating Maitland was tied to a tree in the woods and disposed of at the bottom of a lake. Security footage from the Caesars World Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey in 2006 revealed a woman who looked like Maitland sitting at a poker table. The woman was never identified correctly. In 2012, authorities looked into a possible link between Maitland's disappearance and serial killer Israel Keyes, who perpetrated several rapes and murders in Alaska, Oregon, and Washington, as well as Vermont and New York, where he had property in Constable. In late December 2012, shortly after Keyes committed suicide in Anchorage, Alaska, the FBI ruled out Keyes' possible link to Maitland's disappearance. As we wrap up our exploration of the chilling disappearance of Brianna Maitland, we want to thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you found our information informative, thought-provoking, and engaging. Please comment below or contact us through our website if you have any additional information or insights into Brianna's disappearance. Your contributions could help shed new light on this mysterious case. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications. We are dedicated to bringing you the most fascinating and compelling true crime stories, mysteries, and unsolved cases worldwide. Thank you again for watching. And remember, cases like Brianna's should never be forgotten. It's up to all of us to keep these stories alive and continue seeking answers and justice for the victims and their families. Stay curious and engaged.